What's up, everyone? So a couple of weeks ago, the Kenya Basketball Federation they released a provisional list showing the Kenya Lioness squad, the provisional squad, which consisted of players that you're used to seeing in the national team, and also a couple of new additions to the squad, and they're scheduled to participate in this year's AfroBasket and Africa Games. The qualifiers will be on 12th to 19th February in Kampala, Uganda. And the coach, George Maenga, will have his hands full trying to get this squad ready for that tournament. But I'm going to just start off with this. So you can see in the whole squad, you can see like majority of the players are coming from the top 5 teams. We have the KPA Dockers, the Equity Bank Hawks, the ZTech Sparks, the Storms team, and the UN Dynamites. So you can see they're coming off the major teams. And also you have the diaspora players who are playing from the outside, from outside leagues, and they're just coming in for this assignment. Now, last year we got to see what KPA produced in the FIBA Africa Women's Cup, and my God, I must say, they ended with a 3-4 record. Out of 7 games, only won 3 games. And the games that really mattered, a game, KPF versus AS Sporting, didn't pan out pretty well. But it was actually an improvement from what they played in and how they came out in Zone 5. Because this one, they had a bit of improvement, but it wasn't enough because you only, have to win that ball game. And KPA wasn't able to win it. But you can see a couple of players from the national team are from KPA. So you can see... there's also some couple of players from Equity. They played in also Zone 5. They also play for the national team. You can see Melissa, she's the team captain. But the question I have for even the coaching staff, the team managers who are managing the Lioness team is, do we have enough time to prepare for these qualifiers? Because you can see it's very impromptu. There are a couple of new additions in the squad, in the provisional list. And if those ladies who make the provisional list and make the final team, do they have enough to even compete, to be able to win that game and push it to the next level? Personally, if you ask me, I'm not saying I'm very that skeptical, but I just feel like it's too short of a time to be able to get a team to be able to win games, because you have to have significant games and chemistry, especially in practice. And even if you're going to call the diaspora players, we're not even sure if they're going to be able to mesh, because majority of the time you can even see, even on the men's side, the chemistry bug has really kept us back from even being able to win the games. So the huge question is, will the coach have the ability to prepare that team to be a contending team in that qualifiers, because we have not just gone there to participate? Because majority of the time we're going to just see there's not much expectations on the squad. And I must say, for anyone who's tuning into those games, please make sure to lower expectations, because majority of the time you just have to take whatever result that is going to come, because you will never know what to expect with this squad. If we win by sheer luck, because I feel like right now we're just riding on luck, well and good. But looking at the way even the team the way they go about their operations really raises a lot of question marks. And the criteria that they use to select the teams and the rosters, this is something that really raises a lot of eyebrows, because you're only selecting from the Premier League teams. There's no there's no parity even in selecting the roster. And that's the same thing you're going to experience even in the Morans when they go to, play in the AfroCan while the FIBA World Cup is going on. So the major question is, do these squads have enough time to prepare? Because I feel like time will dictate how prepared you are. And a lot of times you're seeing teams setting up and they're not able to, play well. So that's one thing that, I just, thought about, and I just looked at the squad. I just didn't have the chance to react to it at the time, but right now I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Right now, I just feel like we just have to lower expectations on the national teams. Let's just understand that we are rebuilding. You just, take one game at a time, regardless of whether it's a win or a loss. Because if you go up with high expectations, the higher the disappointment. And you shouldn't even fault ourselves, because this is something that we have been used to it. We have been used to losing games. We shouldn't even beat ourselves up when you lose games. We shouldn't cheer as much when you win games, because as much as we try to be supportive of this squad, the expectations will remain pretty low, because even if you give this squad even time to prepare, as long as the management is inept and is still the same one that has been running the federation through the years, we shouldn't expect any different thing to happen. We shouldn't expect a miracle to happen, because I feel like the way that things have been conducted in that federation has been very rigid, and sometimes you just see people in there, they just don't care about the result, because we care about the result. They care about just flying out and just going out and playing there. So right now, just low expectations. I will make a follow-up video when they release their final list, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I'm just waiting to see how they're going to play, and hope for the best. Yeah. That's all I gotta say, man. I'm out. Peace.